Hello, welcome to this video tutorial, and today we are going to be looking at the basics of video editing in Capcut. So first of all, what we need to do is to install Capcut if you already don't have one on your computer or your desktop. So what we need to do is to go to Google Chrome and you search for capcut.com. So here is the interface, and you have the chance to download Capcut for free. So click on the download button and you have your installation file downloaded. And locate the installation file. So you install Capcut on your PC. After Capcut is installed, you open Capcut either on your PC or on your phone. So this is the basic interface of Capcut. Yours might look a little bit different because you haven't created any project if that's your first time of opening Capcut. So we go to the Create Projects button. So our interface is being loaded. So this is an interface for a new project. So let's start at the left top corner. We have the import button there. This particular tool here is for bringing in your media files into Capcut for editing. So when you click on the import, it will take you to your file explorer where you can bring in your files that you want to use for your editing. So I have some files here that I will import into Capcut for editing. So let's say you can import multiple files at a time. So let me import, I would like to import 3. So my files are here now in Capcut. So to have a chance of editing these files or making changes to it, you need to drag it to the timeline here. This space here is what we call the timeline. So you can drag your files in here. So now this file is in the timeline and you can now make changes to it in Capcut. So I have my file in the timeline now. You can drag this one also. Depending on the number of files you want to use in your video, you can put this one also here. So whatever you put on the timeline will be displayed in this small box you are seeing up here. So when I play my video, you see it's playing here. You can have a preview of your video in here. And when you click on your video, there are so many things you can do at the right side here, like adjusting the scale, reducing it, increasing. We have position. When you increase the position, either on the x-axis or on the y-axis, you could either click here also to set the position you want, like 200, and you see the video has moved to the right side. Also on the y, when you enter, let's say 300, you see the video has moved up. So you can play around with these stuff and you will be fine. So I don't want to do any changes to this, so let me just leave it at 00. And you can also rotate your video. So there are a lot of stuff here, just go through them and they are quite fun. So when we come to the next, we have an audio, the audio tool. So when you click on the audio tool, So here you have a chance to download already made audios from Capcut. So we have a search button here. Whatever audio you want, let's say you want a sci-fi glitch effect in your video. So when you search for it, you have the chance to download it here and use it in Capcut. So let's say we want to use this, you can preview it after downloading. So I hope you all heard that sound. So that's the, so we have so many audios here. You can just download and preview them to see the one that best fits you. So let's say we want to use this in our video. We can either drag and drop on our timeline, or we click on this plus button. When you click on this plus button, it will place the audio exactly where the arrowhead is. Like for instance, when we place the arrowhead here and we click on the plus button, the audio comes in here, exactly at where the arrowhead is. So I don't want this here, I just click on delete. So you see when we play our video now, we have that sound added. So you can just play around with this. So let's move on to the text button as well. So the text tool here allows us to add text to our video. So to add text to your video, you could either drag this here onto your timeline, or you click on the plus button. You click on the plus button to add the text effects at exactly where your arrowhead is. So we could either increase our text length by placing your arrow at the edge of the text and dragging it towards the side you want it to be increased. So you drag it. When the length is okay for you, you leave it there. So this is fine. So when you come to the right here, you can see here you can edit the text the way you want it. So you can delete this and write what you want. So maybe you want to write music. So, and you can change the font size here also. You can change the color here. You can select any of this and you see that the color has been changed to blue. And you can also use the pre-made templates here if you want this. We also have effects here. So many effects. Some are pro and some are also free, but the free ones are quite okay for basic editing in Capcut. So maybe you would like to use this, you just click on it and you come back to the basic for the basic editing of the text. We can increase the opacity or decrease here also. So there are a lot of stuff here. Just go through them and you will get quite familiar with Capcut. So let's move on to stickers. We have stickers also. If you want to use a sticker in your video, you just come here. Maybe you want a subscribe button or a like button, a YouTube channel button. There are so many stuff here, so you could just drag it to your timeline exactly and place it where you want it to be in the video. So you can increase the length. You can also adjust the scale here. So to see the difference, you see when I adjust the scale of the YouTube sticker, you can't see the differences. So to see the differences, you need to place the arrowhead at where the YouTube sticker is. So you can adjust it. Now you see the differences when you adjust. So I think this is fine. Maybe if you want to place it at the right button, you just drag it here. So you have your button placed now, and now when you play the video, see you have your subscribe button at the right side. So let's move on to effects. So if you want to use some effects in your video, maybe you want the blur effect, a blue effect, you want to do some changes to your color, your video color, you come to effects, and there are so many stuff here. As I said earlier, the blur effects. When you click, you download it, and you have access to use it. So you just drag it to your timeline where you want that particular effect to appear. So let's say we want it in here, we just place it here. And you can see we have the video being blurred at that particular place we kept it. So you can see this is too much, so we can adjust the intensity of the blurriness here. So you can reduce it to this way. So you can adjust the intensity here. So that's about the effects also. So you can search for your effects, the type you want here, by clicking on either video effects, or if you want body effects also, you click here and you have access to use the body effects or either video effects. So maybe you want some eye glowing effects, you just click on this. So this will work when you have maybe in your video you have a person, particularly one person in the video, and you want the person to have that kind of eye effect, because to work only when there's a human being in the video. So you can just click on this and you apply it to your video. So you can drag it to the timeline where you want it to show. So let's move on to the transition. So transition is from moving from one clip to another. You wouldn't want the clip to just move from one to another just like that. You need some smooth transition from one clip to another. So that's why the transition plays the role. So you can use any of this, but make sure to use them wisely to make the video look appealing and undistractive. So okay, so you place your transition in between clips at the end of two clips. So I have it placed here. So now when I play the video, you can see moving from one clip to another, there's that mix effect because I use the mix transition. So I can just undo this. So also when you drag the transition onto your timeline, it looks like my timeline is a bit small. I would like to adjust it here. So you can zoom in and out of your timeline here. So when you adjust the zoom here, you see that the timeline is quite spacious enough for you to work on your video. And when you have your transition selected here, you can adjust the duration of the transition here. So if you want it to last for 1.5 seconds, you can increase it or either decrease the duration of the transition. And also we have caption. So caption is for converting audio to text. So when you are speaking in your video or you have a voice in your video and you want to convert it to text, you want it to be displayed on your screen, you can do that using the caption button here. So just click on generate and it will automatically generate the text for you. This video we don't have any voice or sound here, so I would like to import a video that contains sound. So go to our imports, So let me see. I want to get a video that have sound in it so we can use the okay, so let's say this video in particular. So I open it in CapCut. Let me bring it here to the timeline. And I would like to delete this one. So since it doesn't have any audio for us to generate the caption, I just want to show you an example of, I see even in this video, caption has been generated. I generated caption here using CapCut, the caption tool. So when you come here, you just click on generate and it will generate the caption for you. It will take quite a while to generate depending on the length of your video. So our caption has been generated here. You can see the text up here. Our caption has been generated. So when the video plays, you will see there's a written in here.
What sets the rich apart from the rest of us? It's not just wealth, it's a mindset that fuels their success. Let's explore the transformative qualities that make them different.
So you could select your text and make changes to it in here. Maybe if the text generated or the caption generated, maybe there are some mistakes in here, you can come here and do some changes to your to correct the mistakes. And you can also increase the font size or change the font type. You can select the color you want, the type of caption, the color type. You can select any one and the color will change to that particular. So you can also use these preset templates as well. You can adjust the thickness, the opacity, and if you want to set a background for the text also, you can click in here and you see a background applicated. So you can select the color of the background as well. So this way, and you can adjust the width. There are a lot of stuff here. Just go through them and you get quite familiar with it. There are effects here. So many stuffs. So we move on to the filters also. So go to our filters and we have so many filters here. If you want to add color to your video or correct some color, do some changes to your videos, you come to here. So you just drag the filter you want to use onto your timeline and place it where you want it to appear in the video. You see this blue filter effect? When you place it in here, it makes the video a little blue and this looks quite pleasing. So you can adjust the intensity here as well. So you can adjust the intensity according to the way you want. So there are a lot of effects here and you can always use them anytime you want. We have also the last tool here, the adjustment tool. This is not quite important for now. So when we come here as well, if you want to do some cutting on your video, maybe you don't want some part of your video, you want to cut it away, you come to this button here, this particular tool here. So you can see when you place the arrow on it, it's written split. So when you place the arrowhead at where you want to cut and you click on it, you see our video has been splitted here. So you can now have this divided. And you see, when I take the video to this side, it pulls back. This is because the magnet is enabled. This is the magnet. So when the magnet is enabled, you can't push this away from this to leave some space. So when you disable this, you see I can now bring my clip here, and it doesn't track back. So if you want to leave some space within your clips, you can put it here. But the magnet is it plays a role when maybe you are done with your editing, you don't want any space in there. Maybe when you are playing, you happen to see some dark spots in your video, so you want it to be out. You can just enable the magnet to close all the spaces in your video. So that's the cutting. So we have this for deleting left. So maybe you want to cut your video at this particular place, so you place your arrowhead at where you want to cut it and you select your clip. So if you want to cut here in a way that, so if you want to delete what is at the left, so from the arrowhead to the left, when you use this button, from here where the arrow is placed to the left will be deleted, leaving only to the right. So when you click here, you can see that the clip to our left hand side has been deleted, and that is the same thing for here. If you want to delete the clip at the right, I don't want this deleted, so I'll just click on Ctrl+Z to undo. And we have the delete button here too. If you want to delete your clip, you just select and you click on delete. There are lots here, and you can also change the arrow. So in cutting, you can come here and select split for cutting. That is, maybe you have shot a video and you want to do the cutting. So selecting the split icon will make it easy for you to do your cutting, since you wouldn't need to come here to click to cut and whatever. So when you just place the arrow here and you click, it will split from that particular point. So maybe you want to split in here. You see, that's quite nice. So that is it. I'll change back to my selects. And also up here we have animation. So when you select your clip, at the right here, the top, we have audio, we have speed, we have animation and adjustments. So with the audio, so we can either right click on our clip to extract the audio. So you come here and you click on extract audio. So you have your audio separated from your clip. So when we click on the audio now, we can make changes to our audio. We can adjust the volume of our audio. We can increase it. So if you want our audio to fade in, we don't want it to appear at once, boom. So we can adjust it here. So maybe, so you see when I play this,
They seek knowledge with a passion, understanding that
so it just starts at once. Maybe we want it to fade slowly in. Once it comes in, the volume increases. So we adjust it here. So depending on how much we want it to fade in. So when you play your video now, the voice starts slow and increase gradually. So that is the fade in button. And we have fade out as well. If you want it, you don't want it to pause at once, you want it to end slowly. So you set the fade in as well. So you want to normalize loudness. Maybe your video is too loud and you want it to become normal. Then loudness should be normal. You click on this, select this.
Is their superpower. They understand that knowledge.
Or maybe when you shot your video, there's some noise in your video, so you want to reduce the noise. Maybe someone walked by and there was some footstep sound in your video, so you want to reduce the background noise. So you just enable this to reduce your background noise. You can see noise reduced here. So we have voice changer as well. Maybe you want to use a different voice in your video. You just select the voice. We have character, the character you want to speak. We have also speed. Maybe you want to increase the speed of your video. The voice in here is too slow, so you want to adjust it. You just do the adjustment here. One more thing. So maybe after you are done with your video, you want to export so you can share it on social media. You come here, we have the export button. So when you click on export, so you have the chance to export your video here. So export to, you can name your video. Maybe you want to name your video music. So you can select the location where you want the video to be exported to. So you can select your location here, and the resolution. I think the default resolution is quite okay. So you just leave it like that. And if you want to export, maybe you want to export only the audio, you can just click here and you deactivate the video. So you click on your export when all your settings are done, and your video will be exported to the specific folder you have allocated for it to be exported. So that's quite the basis of CapCut, and we'll be diving deep into the more advanced features. Please click on the subscribe button and don't forget to leave your comments. Any questions you have, leave it in the comment section and I'll attend to you. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.